it doesn't really seem to matter whether you turn up here in the best car on the grid or a car that's not the best on the grid. There's something about it that just clicks with you.
I don't really have an answer to why that is, but yeah, it wasn't. Valtteri was obviously quickest all day yesterday, and then made some changes, improved in P3, but then really got everything out of it in that Q311 lap. It was the best lap I've done all weekend, so which it should be. So it was a beautiful lap. It was just everything was in balance. The front temperatures, the rear temperatures, the apexes were just, yeah, I can't wait to go back and watch it. The second lap, I just couldn't replicate it. And what's crazy is everyone's like, oh, is it tactics at the end? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm quick enough to be on pole today. And all the cars ahead of me were going slow. So I was just trying to maintain my gap so I didn't have to slow down in the last corner.
Apparently that lap was actually faster than your out lap the lap before anyway.
Really?
Apparently.
Wow, okay.
A little bit of booing from what is a grandstand filled with orange.
Yeah.
It was never going to be a love-in this weekend. I think we accepted that. You said you used that as fuel. I like that.
Look, I mean, it's not a surprise to me, given the things that have been said from the heads of that team that have incited that, right? And I think over this break, people really need to look within in the things that have been said, because it is unacceptable, the things that I have said. And then on top of that, the things that have escalated, the fire that it's cost, they've just had to fire someone, the things that were said by that. And I don't know who it was about. It doesn't matter who it was about. If I pass it to my friend or my father or my brother, we all feel that pain of what those words, what they meant by those words. And but the world is changing, and we've got to continue to stay positive. I'm really proud of my team for staying so focused during this time, because it's been a whirlwind of emotions and things coming at us in all different directions, but we've kept our heads down and come here and delivered, and I'm really, really proud of everybody.
There's been booing before in the battle between you and Nico before. When it comes from a sporting perspective, is that something you can deal with, you can cope with? But when it comes, obviously, from a very different perspective, how much harder is that to deal with? And how much more responsibility do people need to take with the words that they use in a sporting context?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a sporting fan, so I watch. I mean, I've never booed any team before in any other sport, because it's just not in my character. But of course, I want one team to win more than another or something like that. But I've seen that we've grown up around it. We know what it is. But we do have to be so careful with our words, particularly as there's young kids watching. And we're supposed to be shining a light and encouraging people out there, right? And spreading positivity. And when you've got leaders of any of people and leaders of this industry need to be leaders, and they have people following them, right? And kids following them. And we're supposed to, as a sport, we've got a responsibility. And I think, so there should be some strong talks probably over the next weeks. But either way, it's not got in my way. So.